Hey, I'm Alex.
What up, nerds? I'm Luke.
Today, Luke and I are going to be doing a programming challenge, and since I've been doing this for a while, I get a bit of an advantage.
I've done a little bit of web development before, but my focus mainly has been around data analytics. So for this challenge today, Alex is picking the problems.
I get to pick the programming challenge.
I get to pick the machine that he's going to use.
Hey, Luke, what's up?
How's it going?
Good. So here are the challenges. We're going to have 1 hour to complete the following programming tasks, and they're all going to be web applications. You're going to create a React application. That's 1 point. Create an Angular app, another point. A Vue app, another point. And then you're going to print hello world in each one of those frameworks, and each one of those is worth 1 point. Then you're going to do a little calculator. It's just an addition that's going to take 2 fields and print out the result of the sum of those 2 fields. And you're going to get 1 point for each one of those tasks. And finally, you're going to create a to-do application in each one of those frameworks. Are you ready for this task?
I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous, I'll be honest. I haven't done web development, haven't messed with React in probably over 2 years, so this is gonna be a tough one.
Well, I gotta be honest with you as well. I've done, my fair share of web programming, but I've never done a to-do list, so that last one might get me.
I'm just hoping that I can get through the hello worlds, and then we'll see.
Me too, dude.
Yeah.
Me too. Meme source.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit. Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
What's going on here? They're going to so Alex here, who was at the last data house, he put down the challenge of like, we got to do these 3 things in 3 different frameworks, 3 different languages. Luke, who was at the Austin house with me, by the way, Luke's amazing. I love Luke. Luke's my guy. I'm a big Luke fan. He I guess gets to say what Alex gets to use in terms of tech. So it's like, is your hardware a limiter when you are creating things? Like, could a beginner using a MacBook with an M1 chip beat the pro on a Chromebook, apparently?
So what computers do you have there?
I have my daily driver, which is my M1 Max MacBook Pro. I have the M1 Ultra. You know, you don't want me to use those?
Nope.
So I've got an Asus. This is actually a pretty good computer, so you're probably not going to want me to use that one. And then I've got this Chromebook.
Is this just like a tech flex? Are we just like flexing the hardware here?
It's a Dell Chromebook.
What kind of processor in that?
Oh, I think it's an i5.
Okay, all right. This is looking good.
So what do you think?
I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the Chromebook.
Bro, make him do it on like a Android tablet. Fuck it.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that. So I think I can get through this challenge, but I don't think it's gonna be fun. All right, Luke, let's go our separate ways. Make sure you set a timer and be honest about this, and I'm gonna be honest too, and I'm gonna set a timer. And I'll see you back here when we're done to evaluate and score the results.
Was I supposed to laugh too?
All right.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right, so unfortunately for my device, I'll be using the Lenovo Chromebook Yoga 11E. Yep, it's an 11-inch laptop with an Intel Celeron processor, N2930, 1.83 gigahertz. So I'm looking forward to the challenge, but I'm also not looking forward to being slowed down by this machine.
So for this challenge, I'm going to be using my M1 Max. It has 64 gigabytes of RAM and about 4 terabytes of storage. So this thing's almost fully maxed out, and it doesn't really slow me down in my day job, so I'm looking forward to using it.
All right, I've got my Chromebook here. It's a Lenovo. I actually did a video on this recently. I did already set up Linux on this, but I did not install any of the frameworks. Actually, I have Angular on there, so is this cheating? Maybe, but I didn't create an app for this project yet. So instead of just following these requirements step by step. I'm gonna do everything Angular related first, then everything React related, and then everything Vue related. Hopefully that'll get me streamlined.
I'm gonna be Googling a lot of this. I have a timer here that I'm gonna set. 1 hour remaining. Okay, so we have the React, Angular, and Vue app. I'm gonna go with Vue first since I have familiarity with that. I don't even know if I have JavaScript on here.
I guess the clock is ticking, so I better get going. Pressure is just like, whew, I'm not used to this.
So
This is like web dev sliced.
I can just go over to localhost to see if this is running. And I got 1 point. Oh my gosh.
Oh, here we go. Localhost 4200. And there's the app. I get a point. Boom.
Make the Vue app print hello world. Ooh, okay. Let's run this app again. Oh, look at that. Hello Vue. It says to say print hello world. We're gonna call it close enough. Okay, what's next? 2 text boxes that take integers and a button that sums the integers and prints the results. This is actually pretty neat. Okay.
I'm not feeling so good about this. We're at 8 minutes into this, and all I'm doing is a hello world right now. Oh, this is
That's a gigantic clock.
Okay, here's my Angular app, and there's the hello world. I get this.
Wait, so I'm a little confused. Like, why would the hardware be limiting either Alex or Luke right now? You know, like wouldn't Luke be able to do what he just did on the Chromebook? You know? Is that a
second point for that? Yes. Next, I need 2 text boxes that take in integers.
That's really hard to
Button
learn.
function to sum of 2 numbers using Vue.js on Stack Overflow. This is sort of cheating, but he said we could Google anything, and I want to move on to the next thing. I could have never done this within an hour if I didn't find this. Numbers. So, 10, 15, sum, 25. Good.
Cha-ching.
Vue app done. I wonder how much slower it is on Alex's computer with the Chromebook. Also, I don't know how this works with a Chromebook and JavaScript.
Okay, let's see. 1 plus 2, and then I click add, and it doesn't work.
1 plus 2 equals 0, of
I need
course.
to do two-way binding in order for this number that I'm going to type into the box to be saved into the model. Okay, 1 plus 2 equals 3. Boom. That is done. I know that seemed a lot more complicated than what I remember, but maybe I'm getting rusty and old. I did that in Angular. Now let's do a to-do list in Angular. Really?
Let's check this out. I think it.
So, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like if you picked one language and did everything in that one language to start, that's the slowest way. Like, I would just to get your first 6 points, I would just load up the frameworks, make the app, load up the hello worlds, print them all out. At that point, it's you got 6 points on the bank, right? Going serially through each language, I feel like that's gonna take too long, you know?
Maybe ready? I don't know. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna change this. We're gonna have to customize this, obviously.
So we need the add to list, and we need to mark things as done, or in other words, delete an item. So this is exactly what I need right here. There we go. Let's add a task. Hey, no way. It just works. It just freaking works. Well, that saved me some time. Thank you to Geeks for Geeks. Nice job. I might lose points on that because we're not marking them as done, we're just deleting them. But you know what? I'm gonna take that and move on to the next thing, which is React, because I want to get going here.
Oh yeah, we got a React JavaScript app. Oh yeah, and I love like crossing this off as I get it. Okay, now.
If you feel like you can do them all regardless and you aren't measured on how fast you get to points, only end total points. Well, but that's the thing, like, as a new person, even if I could Google every single thing, and it seems like every single thing so far is Googleable, like, I wouldn't feel confident that I'd be able to actually make anything work. And so I'd want, like, all the freebies as soon as possible.
Now we have to make it say hello world.
Let's go over here, create React app, and I'm gonna use npx for that. I wonder what takes longer to create, an Angular app, a React app, or a Vue app. We're done. Okay, so we've got our React app. Let's go in there. Okay. Compiled successfully. That's a point. React app is running.
Shout out to fireship.io, and then if we go back to it, bam! You got it. All right.
I got 26 minutes left. Come on. What? It's giving me warnings? Well, we've got hello world, so that's good. That's what I was after, and that's another point. Haha.
2 text boxes that take integers and a button that sums up the integers and print the results. Okay, and I think it was npm start. Oh, yeah. 20 plus 15, add numbers, 35. All right.
I don't know what's happening right now. It just says the page is unresponsive.
Okay, so this is hardware related stuff now, right? Like, RAM wise, the Chromebook might not be able to actually load the app. Like, this could be hardware related.
Giving me, like, what's wrong? That is just unfriendly. Wow, this one really got me. You know what? I might need to work with strings instead of numbers for the values of the text boxes. What?
Because there's strings.
It's gonna get the value %. Oh, we don't need to parse the int there. We don't need to parse int. We're just gonna store the value. Add 3. I did it, but I feel kind of bad about that.
Yeah, 64 gigs. Is that what he said? I don't think that. Is that what the Chromebook's coming with? Then he'd be fine with RAM, but that's pretty crazy if that's what a Chromebook comes with now.
Because now I got 8 minutes and I have to go and do Vue.
To-do list. When?
Yeah, the other guy's working off of a MacBook Pro, so that would make sense if his MacBook Pro had 64 gigs of RAM.
Against Alex. Not to win against Alex. No, I want to delete that. Okay, so we can add to it. We can check it off. And yeah, we can do all the stuff that we need to do with this. Bam. Okay, we're at 8 minutes left.
So Luke has gone like beginning to end with Vue and with React. So he just needs Angular now. And he's done this project 2 times. So all he needs to do is like mentally code switch, right? Literally programming language switch. But like React, well, not React. Angular should be the easiest.
Left. We now are on to the Angular app. Wow, I am just like really surprised. I didn't think we were going to get this far.
I really thought that I was just going to fly through this, but this is... Okay, is it running? Yes. Okay, I got the Vue app running. That's 1 point.
Is this really like hardware limiting though? Like, I feel like the hardware part of this is like getting lost. Or am I just like not seeing it because I don't do web dev?
We may be like 2 minutes left. We may fail this, like not getting at least the Angular portion because I'm having issues on my computer.
Come on, VS Code. Source.
This doesn't look hardware related at all.
Run. We just hit the timer.
Source, open, app. I'm so bummed. Oh, so close.
The timer's off. And here's my Angular app. Maybe Alex will let me have this. I don't know.
So you're done?
What's up, Alex? Yeah. I finished it all. No, I didn't finish it all.
Man. I gotta say, I'm a little bit embarrassed because I didn't get through as much as I thought I would. Pride got in my way, and I wanted to do more of my own coding than just looking it up.
I was exactly opposite. 5 minutes in, I'm like, nope, I'm going to transition over, just go over to Stack Overflow and just rely on Stack Overflow. I'm actually opposite of you. I'm happy with how far I got, even though I didn't finish.
That's awesome. You got the React app done, you got the Vue app done, but you didn't do the Angular app. And then you did Hello World in both React and Vue. And you also got the adder done in Vue and React, and to-do lists in both Vue and React. Wow. Amazing. So that's a total of 12 points for you, Luke. Congratulations.
And I've never done web development like that before. So the power of the internet. And the Angular one, I was about to install it, and it loaded right after the timer went off.
I know the feeling because on my Chromebook, I had to wait for a long time. So I'm going to use that as an excuse for not finishing as many as you did.
How did that go for you then for using a Chromebook? Because for my M1, right, I downloaded it within a couple of seconds. It was like, it's there.
You know what? It did get in the way, but only initially. So when it came time to downloading the CLIs, installing the packages, all that stuff takes an extra long time on the Chromebook. But as far as the development experience itself, it's fine. Like, I can actually type the code just as fast as I can on the M1. The problem is waiting for the packages, waiting for the builds. That kind of stuff takes a little bit longer, but it's doable.
Yeah, it was crazy how it was just seamless working on this compared to the Chromebook. So I definitely would have been at a disadvantage if I had to wait for that. I would not have gotten this far.
Next time we're switching. All right, so let's go over my stuff. I got all 3 apps created. That's 3 points. I got 2 Hello Worlds printed. That's 2 points. So that's a total of 5. I did React and Angular adders. So at that point, Vue is done for me. I didn't get any further with Vue. And I got only 1 to-do list in Angular done for a total of 10 points. Yeah. Yep.
No.
Laugh it up.
I'm sorry. I'm not. I thought for sure you were going to kick my butt in this.
I gotta say, you did an awesome job for a beginner. I was struggling a little bit, but let's switch it up next time and we'll do a challenge. Maybe on your channel, we'll do a data challenge. How's that?
Perfect. No, that sounds good. And just as a disclaimer, people don't come to my channel for web development advice because what I did on the computer was really dirty.
Well, I mean, this goes to show you kind of have to do what you got to do sometimes. And sometimes you just find the resources that you need, kind of like you did, and use that. Use that to your advantage. And then if you need to learn around that information, you will pick up whatever you need to. And that's not a bad way to learn. You implement, you figure out how things work, and you kind of deconstruct it and learn it that way. Not bad.
No, exactly. I mean, I learned so much during this experience just about how the environments work and how to build things, and Google and using those type of resources was just invaluable at just like speeding up that process.
And also we were dealing with computers that were $4,000 versus $78. So don't let the price of the computer stop you from getting things done and learning.
Right.
This was awesome. This was fun. If anybody wants to see this again, leave a comment down below if you like this. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe.
This was really fun. This was good to showcase the idea of, like you said at the end, like, hardware shouldn't be a limiting factor when it comes to software development, even though, like, maybe your software development could be very reliant on, say, your hardware specs. Some people in chat were talking about shiny apps. Sometimes if you have, say, too much data to load in, or something that's really graphical heavy, maybe that would slow you down in the development process. But for the most part, the actual development, the actual coding, that seems like that wasn't an issue. So that's really important. So that's really good to know. Also, like, this is sort of the reverse of hardware testing when it comes down to the product, right? So a lot of the time you develop the product on your work machines, and then the last step that a lot of devs go through is testing it on worse machines. So going from your dev environment, which is probably nicer tech, and then seeing if whatever the app you built, if that web app holds on a tablet or on a phone or on a computer with lesser specs, right? That's really important too in terms of like the UX UI side. So we didn't necessarily like catch that side of this here. This was more of like the user experience in terms of the programmer. But it is interesting to think like programmers also have limiting factors at times too. But if anything, this should say like they have far fewer limiting factors when it comes to tech. Like for me, when I moved to this place, right? Like before this, when we were streaming off essentially a laptop and doing the neural net stuff off that same laptop. Like my stream frames started dropping to like nothing and like sometimes crashing my computer, but the model would still train and we'd still be good, right? Now we don't even do any of that on the hardware local, right? We do everything on Colab. We do everything in the cloud. So I'm never at a loss of like environment or hardware because I kick all of that over to the cloud now, right? So so that's like a benefit for me in streaming when I'm streaming like code, but it's also a benefit in terms of like my work environment. Like at work, no one works off of the local environment. 0 people work off local. For the most part, everyone's working in a variety of different clouds. So even our work laptops, they don't have to be that nice. They just need to like literally turn on.